Shalom, real quick, giving all praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Shalom, Rakakodah, Shalom to 144,000, the rest of the elected out there. Shalom to you all. This video is little clips, shorts of people going into Walmart and noticing that pretty much everything is locked up. Even things that might be $2, $3 are locked up. And this is the reason why. And this is the title. They're programming you for the mark of the beast. So if you see something that you want, and like you got the tide right here, and you want to get it, you have to hit a button, and someone has a store associate has to come along and open it for you. And that gets like, what if there's 20 people that want things? Then it's, it's a problem. So eventually what they're going to do is, if you get the chip, and you scan your hand on the chip or your forehead or whatever, then it will give you the item that you need. And that way you don't even need a bunch of employees, because everything is going to be locked down. And in order for you to get it, like a gallon, it's not even a gallon no more. A gallon of ice cream is less than a gallon. You get some a gallon of Breyers ice cream or a quart or whatever. You got to use your hand. You get it, and it's paid for because it's deducted from your account, which is in your chip, which is connected to your bank. So all this is programming. What's the word? Predictive programming. Predictive programming. I'm not gonna make this long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let this play. So listen up.
Locked up behind glass cases. They're really going too far with locking everything up. Either have a store and sell shit to people, or don't. We're putting everything behind glass cases, and it's not the Mona Lisa. Is a little bit ridiculous.
So has anyone been to Walmart recently where they have most of the merchandise locked up behind that glass door thing? Like, it's mostly in like the toiletry section of Walmart, like the bathroom stuff, like the shampoos and shaving creams and stuff are now behind that glass door, locked behind it. So you have to go and you have to find a Walmart employee, ask them if they have a key, and then they have to radio somebody, and it takes like 30 minutes to buy shampoo. Have you been there recently? This is an effort to combat shoplifting, but does it ever occur to these multi-million-dollar companies that the best way to combat shoplifting is by paying your employees more to watch the merchandise? Like, they've tried these.
This is all predictive programming to make you get used to the fact that you got to wait until a guy decides to come and get. You can get it, you grab it, put it in your cart, and go. But if you got to wait 10 minutes or so, and you go to another place to get something else, and you got to get another attendant, you're going to get mad. There's going to be an uproar. This is a classic Hegelian dialectics, pressure from above and pressure from below. What is it? Auto ab KO. What is it? Problem, reaction, solution. The solution is going to be to get the chip. Nothing but a predictive program. That's all this is. But you dummies don't want to listen to GMS. That's why you fucked up. Let me come over here. Do this real quick. Give me a second. So I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to type in or say predictive programming meaning. Predictive programming meaning. Okay. Predictive programming is a theory that suggests media such as, and that's for anything, such as movies and books, subtly prepare audiences for future events. When you go to these major supermarkets, these Walmarts and so forth, and that's going to apply to the BJ's, the Costco's, the Targets, where there's too many people stealing stuff, and there's too much of a backlog of, store clerks or attendants or associates trying to help you. So ultimately, they're going to bring in the chip. So now the ones that got the chip, put the chip, scan it, get the object and go, The ones you that don't want to take it, you're going to have to wait until an attendant comes. You might be waiting there 15 minutes. But then eventually, you can't buy, period. We told you. Remember, you heard it first from the men of GMS, from the apostles on down. It said predictive program is a theory that suggests media, such as, or anything, that has to do with buying and selling, such as movies and books, subtly prepare audiences for future events or societal changes. When that chip comes, it's going to be a societal change. It's going to be a big thing on the news. They're going to be talking about that on the news. That the chip, the importance of the chip. You're going to have celebrities saying that they got the chip. You're going to have songs about taking the chip and how stupid you are if you don't take the chip. It is not a widely accepted or scientifically validated concept, but rather a conspiracy theory. The core idea is that by repeatedly exposing people to certain ideas, in other words, if you had the chip, you had the palm scan, the iris scan, you don't got to wait for the guy to help you. Images or scenarios and fiction. They showed you that in the movie, Minority Report, where this guy went into the Gap and he had a Japanese man's eye, and he said, "Oh, good morning, Mr. Quatamoto," whatever his name was. So what they did was an eye scan. It says but they're going to do a hand scan. These concepts become normalized and accepted, making it easier for those in power to implement them in reality. What are they going to implement? The micro C-hip. Okay, so let's come on back. Let me find it. There we go. This guy might be AI.
Multi-million-dollar companies will try anything except pay your employees more. Like, do you know why shoplifting occurs at Walmart? It's because you don't pay your employees enough to give a shit when people walk out with...
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's the chip. It's a chip. You have the elite that tell them what to do. Problem, reaction, solution.
The merchandise. Like, that happens at Walmart.
Many of our Walmarts and CVS's have their items locked up behind glass doors. Even things as cheap and affordable as body wash or a bundle of boxer shorts. The CVS...
Right, I can understand if it's a high-end, something that might cost like $100, $99. But something that's $2, you take that as a loss. If it's $2, $1.50. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with how expensive or cheap something is. It's programming to get you ready for the micro C-hip to make your life that much more convenient.
Yes, closest to me, there's an entire aisle that's just behind glass, and it's like deodorant, Neutrogena face wash. I wanted to get headlamps for camping at Walmart, and that was behind a glass locked door. But by the glass door, it has a button for you to click that says call associate over, so at least you don't have to wander, that's in Walmart, wander the halls looking for an associate, because it's awkward. And say that you want like 5 different things throughout the store that are behind glass. Each time you have to wait a few minutes. You don't feel trusted there. You don't feel like they're giving you the benefit of the doubt that you can just be freely shopping. You feel like you're being watched. I will go...
Right, get the microchip and you won't have that problem. You know, you take a person that doesn't want the chip, he wants to buy and sell, because there's going to be a point where they can't buy and sell anyway if you don't got the chip.
To other towns that are a little bit nicer where I know that location doesn't have anything locked up, just because I like the experience better. Yeah, they're often closing down the self-checkout station because of theft and locking up a lot of the smaller items. And I get that it's a...
And that's bullshit with the self-checkout. They know what goes. If you don't scan it, or if you miss the scan, because I got caught out there. I took something, scanned it, thought I heard a scan, and it came up saying that I'll wait for an attendant. And I thought I scanned it. I heard the beep. So that's bullshit. Once you go through that self-checkout, if you got 5 items, if you scan 4 items and try to get out with the 5th item, they're gonna stop you at the door. So that's some bullshit.
Really affordable way to control theft just by having it locked up. Because what they could do is add more personnel on the floor. I have never seen anything.
Or they can give everybody a microchip.
Locked up at a Target, and it feels like at Target there's people on there's always an associate.
You know what I hate so much about Walmart? Besides the fact that they got rid of the checkout lines and it's only self-checkout, and half the time they're not even fucking open, or it's 15 items or less. Besides the fact that there's never anyone working, or the fact that I have to ring a little freaking doorbell in order to get something out of something behind the glass, which everything's behind the freaking glass now. It's the fact that the workers literally make it seem like you're ruining their day by being there. You work at a store, okay? A freaking store where people go to shop, and you make it seem like I'm ruining your day by being there. You take up the entire freaking aisle, I can't get past, and then you look at me when I say excuse me, or I accidentally knock over one of your boxes, even though I'm picking it up. I hate Walmart. This is why I hate Walmart, and I will go to Target, because Target's pretty much the same price nowadays.
Target's gonna do the same goddamn thing.
Explain something to me. You got the soaps, the shavers, the toothbrushes, the everything locked behind that glass door.
Hey, this is a Jake woman. You can look at her, the way she moving. She a Jake. She a number to Jake. She might think she's a white woman, and she ain't number to Jake.
But you don't got not one employee by the...
Oh, that's a nigga woman right there. She ain't no white woman. You ain't got one employee.
That glass door. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me, please. And then it don't matter who I ask. I can ask any employee, can I get this open really good? Oh, I don't got the keys. Who got the keys? Who got the keys then? Who has them? No one has.
Oh, she's a handful. You don't want to deal with her. She's a handful. Anyway, this is a short one. I'll see y'all later. Shalom. On to the next.